how the owner perceives it. Well, the owner is a very rich young man, started joining an MLM networking company. But he promised to himself, Sir Richard Capadona said, that when I have enough billions, I will be putting up a company, but not a networking company. Why? Because a networking company is a very good thing, but it is only for those who are skillful enough to earn millions. Because the reality says, only 2 to 3% networkers would get their fair share. The rest, they could not even get a break even. Why? Because in networking company, the products are double, triple, or multiple because there are no marketing compensation plan from the company. It was shared by the networkers. So much with that side. He said, I want to build up Carico with one mission and vision. Helping people live longer, healthier lives. And how is that possible? Through these beautiful products. When it was established in United States, it was just very selfish and stayed there for more than 20 years. Until one guy who was based in Ontario, Canada, who bought stocks of the Carico company, asked the owner that could he eventually move out United States. So when Carico was distributed exclusively by Mr. Jerry Heroni, I think some of you watched already in the video presented a while ago, it was named Nutriway System Incorporated. Okay? So first it was there in Ontario, Canada, then it was spread all over the world. So it's been in Australia, in London, in Italy, in Philippines, and eventually in Dubai last November 24. So we have our own office located in 306 Fortune Executive Tower, Jumeirah Lake Towers, Dubai, just in front Damac Station. So under the name Nutriway Systems Incorporated, DMCC. So we are legally functioning and established here in UAE. So since then, we started to promote and sell the products. So we are not still part of the map globally, but luckily enough, February, that is from November, December, January, February, after 4 months, we've become part of the top 10 when it comes to sales, monthly sales. February was our biggest break. We landed 6th place on the global sales. From there, peoples like us who came all the way from all over the world. So mixed nationalities, very hardworking. We're here because of the opportunity. So from 6th place, we stepped up to 5th place. From 5th, we've become 3rd place for 2 months. And for this past 3 months, we've become the #1 sales in the world. Dubai office becomes the #1. With more than 1.5 million dirhams sold. Another clap. 3 consecutive months.
Yes.
And it is the 5th because all of us wanted to have the fair share of the company's expansion. So that's how our legalities. And now I will be proceeding to you about our products. Well, our products mainly is focused on the sleep, the mattress we sleep, the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe. So, of course, these are the fundamentals, essentials, and no one is exempted. All of us need this. So first, we have to discuss the water we drink. So, mind you, I'm not defaming or saying or against any of these products, it is only for presentation purposes, okay? So I'm not saying anything bad about this. But what I'm saying is that I would present to you how the vision and mission of Sir Richard Capadona, helping people live longer, healthier, and wealthier lives, become our own lifestyle. Our life, our body is composed of 70% water. And no one is exempted. We must drink healthy water. 8 glasses of healthy water every day. 8 glasses of healthy water every day. When we say 8 glasses of healthy water, we mean that it should be an alkalinized water. When we say alkaline water, the pH balance should be at least 8 to 8.5 pH balance. So, well, we have to drink, and we have our own expenses on drinking waters. Maybe for a small family, we spend around 100 dirhams, 200 dirhams, depending on how many people we are in our accommodation or in our flat or villa, whatever it is. See, this water put pH 7. So 7 is the neutral, because pH balance would be from 0 until 14, and 7 is neutral. Not pH or not alkaline based, not acidic as well. So they are playing safe. When I said a while ago that our body needs healthy water, so we have to drink 8 or 8.5 pH balance or alkaline water. Why? Why do we have to drink healthy water? Because the water becomes the transportation of the nutrients, the vitamins that we partake. So we eat, just a while ago, rice, beef, and chicken. The chicken and the nutrients of the chicken or the potatoes or the rice, the carbohydrates, would not go to our system without the healthy water. So if you drink Coca-Cola or soft drinks, it would not be transported through our system. It is only transported by a pH or alkalinized water. Correct? So if you don't drink unhealthy water, whatever you eat would just be a waste. Okay? So we need to have at least a healthy water. So here, it's very expensive. Evian. Here, we would be showing to you that actually the tap water the government is giving us is more healthier than we spend on bottled water. And look, we are reminded by the health ministry not to drink leftover bottled water if we left it on cars, correct? And we are very aware of that, and we don't drink leftovers. But before the bottled water reach our houses, or before it reaches the shops, it's already contaminated. Why? The transportation is not chilled. So you could even see it with direct sunlight outside the shops, outside the Weston, outside the Bacalas and all. So before we buy the drinking water supposed to be healthy, it's no longer healthy. So the darker the color, the healthier. And this is tap water from the toilet. And we are testing it so that you know that you are spending and wasting your money for nothing. So I have here a pH balance tester. So the darker the color, the better. So see here, green stands for pH 7, neutral. So the darker the color, purple to violet, going up would be the best or healthier water. And look, green, very yellow. So this is, I will not be talking anything against the government. And I am in Dubai. So I will be hiding in Dubai. So look, the color is yellow, green, and all. Look at the tap water. It's a lot healthier than the bottled water that we are spending. So what about carico? Well, we have a very good product that you could use, especially for us Filipinos who are here for long and we are not able to save a lot of money. So at least when we go home to the Philippines, we could hand this to our children and to their children's children. Why? Because this base is a stainless surgical steel lifetime warranty. So you just buy this once and it could be used for life. But of course you have to replace the cartridge. The cartridge is around $200 and it could be used for 3 years. That means you'd be spending around 20 dirhams per month. How many bottles of water you could use in a month? So this is a stainless surgical steel. It will never rust. Okay? And you could not break it. You just put this one in the faucet and no electricity needed. And you could use it for life, as I said. The good thing about this is not just any other material. This material is used by a luxurious cars, VIP cars, likes Bentley, the likes of Rolls-Royce. So if you're driving, for sure, and bear in mind that never bump a car like this. Or unless if you're driving the same car, then you would have an equal damage, you know. But if you're driving a Toyota and you bump a Bentley, for sure your Toyota would never be, I could never imagine. Because this is a very heavy stainless surgical steel. That's why it's a lifetime guarantee. So if you go back home, wherever you are, Italy, Syria, Pakistan, India, then you could still use this. The filter is a 3-stage filter. One of a kind. Well, you could buy a filter from any shop, but not a lifetime warranty, right? You have to buy, you have to add another couple of $100 to extend the warranty. Same with all electronics. So this is ceramic. The second stage would be a carbon fiber. The third stage is a coconut membrane. Look, ceramic is an antibacterial when it comes to water. And carbon fiber filters the hard or heavy metals. So no more chlorine, nothing. Bad taste, even. So you'd be drinking a healthy water that would be beneficial to your health. So if you're drinking a healthy water, that would be enough to sustain you to be living longer life. See, the old people in the provinces, they don't have bottled water. They are drinking a natural fresh water. No chlorine. Our water, can I have a tap water? One more tap water, please. The problem with tap water, though it's healthy, it contains what? Chlorine. And what is chlorine? Chlorine is a chemical for what? To kill bacteria. See, it's a poison. If you could kill, you should be a poison. It used to kill. So definitely, we have also good bacteria inside our body. We need to drink Yapo, lactobacilli. We don't need chloramine. That's why chlorine is there. But then again, without the filter, you could not drink the tap water. So why spend more, especially for this, when you could spend 20 dirhams usable for life and healthier? You be the judge. And for me, it's no-brainer, especially if you have kids. Because if you'd like to buy a more expensive water, it's healthier, but it is costly. It costs you 6 dirhams. So how much a small bottle like this could be used in 20 dirhams compared to this? So this one is a 15 inches, a filtered carico filtration, that means you could use this for 15,000 gallons of water. So if you're buying that a 5-gallon water, so you could use at least 2 gallons of water for 3 to 4 years. You could not consume this, especially if you're cooking. So if you're cooking, you get it from tap water, thinking that anyway it's boiling, maybe the chlorine would go. No, even you boil water, chlorine would be chlorine. Only good chemicals or minerals would evaporate, but chlorine would still be in the water. It would not go evaporate, so it's a useless thing to do. So this is a tap water. The problem with this, it's chlorine. So this is a chlorine test. So if it doesn't contain any chlorine, then the water would be white clear or it would stay clear. But if it contains chlorine, then the water would decolor. It would be turning like this, like yellow. Okay? So that is our water filtration. Next, we move forward with the mattress we sleep. Okay? Again, we are trying to have a very healthy lifestyle here. Because then again, no one is exempted. But of course, if you're a bachelor and living in an accommodation, I am not forcing you to buy our filter. Maybe the water is also free, and maybe you have that Evian water there. So it doesn't make sense as well. Right? But all of us need to sleep. Agree or agree?
Agree.
We need to sleep. Why? Because this is the only chance that we would recover, rejuvenate. That's the only chance that our life or our body would be eventually ready for the next day of hard work. Especially for girls. If you lack sleep, you'd be moody, you'd be terribly, very stressful to talk to. And you could not function well. Especially during monthly periods. Mood swings are there because you're becoming irritable. And no one is exempted, even you don't have dysmenorrhea or whatever. Because sleep is very important, and according to the World Health Organization, we are spending 30% of our life in bed. 30%. Why? 0 to 2 years old spend 16 to 18 hours on bed, sleeping. 2 to 8, we're spending around 14 hours. 18 and above, we have to have at least 8 hours sleep. The problem is, we are stressed from work, we are caught by traffic, and we could not sleep straight. That's why we could not relax. See, if you have a cell phone, you are charging your cell phone. And you could charge your cell phone quickly, or we call it fast charging, or we could charge it normally, correct? Same thing with sleeping. We could sleep 8 hours full, or we could have this topper. Why? What makes this topper special? This is very special, my dear friends, because this is the only topper in the world with 21 years warranty. The most expensive mattress in the world has only 14 years warranty. And I think Mr. Richard Capadona is Arabic, thinking of having the best things for his products. Look, our sheikhs are very intelligent. They are putting the biggest mosque. They are putting the biggest or the tallest building, the only 7-star here in UAE. We have already the office of Guinness Book of World Records here. Because from time to time, we have the world record here. And same thing with this. The owner of Carico thinks that products of Carico should be #1, not just any other products. This is the only 21 years warranty. How is that possible? When mattress would eventually adopt microbes or microscopic elements that would never be seen with our naked eyes. The technology behind is very special, that making this mattress colder during summer or warmer during winter. So bacteria would never be able to survive. So if you have a cool environment, eventually cold bacteria could survive, correct? So if you're living without an air-conditioned facility, warm bacteria could survive. After 1 year or 2 years, you could already see some friends crawling around your mattresses. And many instances here in Dubai, especially for those who are having a tight budget, only with a partition or whatsoever bed space they are doing, they have cockroaches or any insects. And many of us experience that. Okay? But because of the silver lining of this mattress, it's antibacterial. So no insects even would attempt to go nearer 15 inches with the silver. So you could observe spoon and fork, if it's a pure silver, there is no bacteria, no cockroaches. And it is used in the hospital. This is a pure silver. The material is the same supplied by your luxurious brand, LV, Gucci. And it is not manufactured by machine, it is handmade. Made in Italy. Okay? The good thing about this topper, the mattress, is that not only 21 years, but it also has its own grounding topper. What is grounding topper? Well, grounding topper is ground, or we call it earthing. What is earthing? If you walk outside barefoot on the beach, barefoot, no slippers, barefoot on the grass for at least 30 minutes or 1 hour every single day, you would acquire the negative ion essential for you to rejuvenate without even sleeping. Okay? So if you can go to Corniche or walk barefoot, I don't know how hot here in Dubai, but for sure if you would be walking barefoot, I cannot imagine what would happen to your feet. It's very hot, right? So the negative ion will be absorbed by your body, and it helps you rejuvenate. It makes you recharge faster, and it's no joke. So for 8 hours sleep you need only 2 hours sleep in our mattress, and that's it. See, if you've been to a beach, you become so tired, but when you sleep, after sleeping you'll be recharged, fully rejuvenated. Why? The beach has its own negative ion supplied to you. So when you are already dried up, stressed, the negative ion that was already been to your body because of the beach or the sand would benefit on your rejuvenating or your recharge. That's why we need to have at least 8 hours sleep, full sleep. But because the accommodation is very noisy, there's too much stress at work, we could not sleep well. So I would be demonstrating to you how powerful is this. Why? Because the negative ion is actually the key element why we could have a longer life. I've seen a study that people who lack sleep would eventually have a shorter life. So the shorter you sleep, the shorter your life. And we are already bombarded with all electromagnetic force. Now it's already 5G. Before there's no cancer. And I think cancer is only a disease or a sickness by the rich people. But now it becomes a normal disease by all of us. Why? Because we are already bombarded with electromagnetic force. So all electromagnetic devices has its own radiation. Okay? So who has no cell phone here? I will give you one.
Everyone has.
So everyone has, unless a kid. But for sure, it has its own gadget. My son would have a PlayStation, a tablet. As early as 2-3 years old, they would have. So everybody share the radiation. How many cell phones you have, boss? 1, 2. See, it's normal to have 2 phones. Before 2000 or 99, maybe hardly we could see cell phone, and it is so big with antenna and all. But now, it cannot be. We could not live without Wi-Fi. So we could not live without radiation. So radiation, that is the first carcinogenic. What is carcinogenic? You don't know? I don't know as well. So that is the cause of cancer. So our topper is not a magician thing, but it has a silver lining that protects you from radiation, that makes you recharge faster. So 2 hours sleep and you are fully recharged. Even you have a monthly period, or even you're so stressed that you will fall asleep fully here. You would reach the so-called rapid eye movement sleep. That is the most part where dreams happen. What happened for us Filipinos, bangungot na lang siguro eh. Dahil stress, you know. So many of us could not even dream already, unless you are a very good sleeper. But normally, because of stress, commuting, work, we lack sleep. So I will demonstrate to you how good our grounding topper is all about. So it is plugged in the topper, and I need a volunteer. Come. So see here, can you stand? See here, this is a pillow, right?
Ordinary.
Ordinary
Projector. Yeah.
See? So if I would cover this, it still makes a sound. It still has a radiation. But if I would, this one is thinner, that one is thicker, right? So if I would cover this, it would never be able to penetrate the radiation. So even how big your sofa, covering your TV or electronics, you are never safe. But with this, you are safe. See? This one is thicker, but it can penetrate still. You can hear? So that's how our topper is all about. So I will demonstrate now the negative ion, or the grounding topper. So I will try to make here. You're left-handed or right-handed? Right. So feet close. Okay. So resist. I would pull down so that you would fall to the left. Not fall in love with me, but at least fall to the left. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So resist the strongest you could. 1, 2, 3, go. It's very easy. It's very easy. Why is that so? Because there's no balance. But when we put this, okay, it has a grounding effect. It's strong. It's very strong. So that means it has its own balance. See? Look at the feet. He's resisting. He's stronger than me. He could resist, definitely. But you could see the effect. See? Don't tell them if I made you. It has its effect.
Set up.
So any girls that I would be stronger, so that I would show the power as well, the force. Thank you so much. So even how hard he would resist, it really helps. We're talking about deep sleep here. Can I help you?
Si Madam, si ate sa
Oh, maybe one lady.
Yeah. Oh, we're not going any. So, feet close, and I would pull down your hands. Okay? So you have to resist with all your strength, with all your might, that I would be able to resist my force. Of course, I could pull you down, but we'll show how much force I have to exert before I could make the arms down. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, go. Madali, no? So it's easy because I'm stronger than her. Okay? So what I will do massage. This is not the only chance that I will have. Well, blood circulation does affect. That's why, especially men, we have to go to massage parlor to have the chance of having massage. Why? It helps us circulate our blood. So we will see how much force this massage help her. Okay? So if you go to a massage parlor, you will have to pay 100 dirhams. Since it's our event, you just have to pay 20 dirhams. So we will see if it really helps. But of course, we all know that it helps because it circulates blood. So it's always good to have massage once in a while. But if you're rich, make it every day. So 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, this is strong.
I still make it down, but you feel stronger, and I have a hard time pulling it down. And you could feel it, that I was able to resist the force. And now, do you have phone? Can you open and up? We'll see. You just have to get some radiation from your cell phone. That radiation thing eliminates the massage. Just open. Okay. Okay. So you're playing Tetris. So put your phone. No, put. And again, resist. So we'll see if the massage still has its effect. 1, 2, 3, go. Very easy. So the strength or the blood flow was eliminated by the radiation. It's very easy. But of course, with the help of our grounding topper, put this one between your legs. And we will do it again. Okay? Resist with all your force. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. So it's very hard now. Why? Because of the negative ion that supplies to the body. And you could feel it. Okay? So I think that's all for the bed topper. So my business partner would be demonstrating the rest. And after that, we would also discuss the benefit of the compensation plan of the company.
Let's go to the next our product. So I will introduce to you on the air purifier. So first, he share about the air we the water we drink, and then the bed we sleep. So this is it. So now we'll introduce to you on the air that we breathe. Okay. So there are sayings that the most polluted, the indoor. Yeah. So you will see the outdoor. Most of them are, there is a factory, right? And then there is a pollution from the smoke from the vehicle, right? But the most polluted is from our room and our villas and accommodation. Yeah. So this machine, so this is the smallest one. Yeah, so actually we have the bigger one, this one. So that we call it the 10-stage air purifier. So this is my personal use when I inside a car or a taxi, because there's a two connector. You can use by car or on your beside of your bed. Yeah, so that's why I bought this one for my personal, because I always sensitive on my throat. Yeah, especially there's someone smoking in the flat and my kitchen like that. some of my uh, mate in the flat, in the room, most of them they're smoking. Yeah. So I consider this machine as oxygen. You know, so every time you know you're suffocate or you have problem with the smoke, right? So I switch it on, and then the best of this product from Carico air purifier, it's a 3-in-1. So most of my customer, in the owner of the saloon, like that, owner of shisha shop, they purchase this one for their personal use. Yeah. And then what I like this one, we have the ionizer and the deodorizer. So what is this, the ionizer? First, the ionizer, it will clean all the bacteria on the air in our room, in our flat. Why? So you will notice all of our room, I stay in Abu Dhabi, my family in Abu Dhabi, in the villa. So on my in our room, so we have 3 partition. We divide to 3. So we have 3 family. And then the problem, you cannot who try here open their windows and door the whole day. Nobody, right? Yeah, even flat or villa, right? Why? Because sometimes the sandstorm always coming inside in our room. So in our room, you will see our dry clothes, right? You hang on your room, right? And then if someone cooking a dry fish, yeah, you dry cook in the kitchen, then still coming in your room, your bed, someone will cause off the smell problem. Especially in Dubai, most of the flat they complain about this. So I heard many flats here. If they saw Filipino, or you cook dry fish, not all of us. We call it tuyo or bulad. Yeah. So in Abu Dhabi, there's a pot, but only here. So most of my customers, I sell a lot of this machine, especially the air purifier. I think the size is almost like this. So almost my half of my leg. So there's a we have the 10 stage of our air purifier. Yeah. So inside of the 10 stage, so we have this filter. You see, the first stage, this set of 3 of filter. So you will see it inside of the air purifier. So this part, you can clean it, you can wash also. Yes, you can wash by water, you vacuum, everything. And then the next filter, you will see the white one. Yeah, the white color. You will see this air filter in most of the hospital, right? And then we have only the in-air carico. So you will see this filter only in our machine, right? And then the next one, we have the 9th stage, yeah, filter. What's the purpose of this stage? The air refreshing ionizing, right? So this stage, so if there's a problem on the air, you know, if you will smell the odor in your room, in your toilet, kitchen, so even you're using air freshener, still the smell is there, right? The odor is still there. So using the air purifier, the stage 9, it will treat this odor. So in seconds only, you know, it will be gone. So that's the good thing of these stages. Then the 10th stage, the deodorizing and the germs. So even there's still, you know, inside your room, still there's a germs, you know, bacteria in the air surface. Still, it will works our machine through ozonator. We have the ozonator. Yeah. So I really proven this this machine because one of our team leader, she has rhinitis, you know, problem of the allergy in the nose. So every time she smell the perfume, because I'm using Hermes, my own brand perfume. So when she saw me, oh, it's fine. You can sit with me, but I need to switch it on the air purifier. So in seconds only, even this perfume in your body, it will be gone also in seconds. Yeah. So that's the very effective our air purifier. Even someone cooking, you know, in the kitchen, the dried fish or tuyo, seconds also. It will not spread out the whole room, you know. Yeah, even the baby, you know, problem, this depends also on the dried fish. Seconds only. Even I cook this dry fish in front of the cooking pan, even wearing this long sleeve. And then what I will do, I will switch it on, this air purifier. Click it, and then second, click again for deodorizing effect. So once you cook, it's fine. And then later, your craving, smell satisfied. And then the smell will not detach. Then directly tool, go to the office or work, you know. So that's the good thing of this. And then all the machine, especially the electronic, the warranty of this is 10 years warranty. So even the ultra cooker, so all of this, and also the juicer. Then we will go to the next one, the juicer. And then the good thing of this, especially if you purchase, most of owner of flat and villa, they purchase the big one, the 10-stage air purifier. You cannot find in IKEA, in Ace Hardware, in Carrefour, only in Carico. So we have the 10 years warranty of all our machine. And then once you're going back home, on your country, especially in Philippines, you can still covered by warranty. You know, if you try to purchase Econ, Sharp, or from here, Panasonic, when you bring it home, back home, you know, the warranty will apply only in UAE, right? So you need to bring it back here. But for us, you can bring it home and then you can repair also in Philippines. We have 2 offices in Philippines, Manila, and then Davao. Yeah. And then, second, since we have this white filter, the HEPA filter, even member of your family, there's a flu, there's a HEPA, tuberculosis, TB, you know, even in his seat beside you, just switch it on, this air purifier, it will not transfer the virus. Why? Because we have this, the 10 stage, this one, it will catch on the air. Yeah, even his coughing, you know, his vomiting or whatever, or through his saliva, it will not transfer to you. They will clean by the air purifier. That's why I always bring this machine. Yeah, they think it's a speaker. Sometimes, you know, a small flat in the kitchen, someone smoking in front of me, it's fine. Because why? In front of them, I will place it here.